site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers return team will have that offense backed up. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Chanticleers are in the hurry up. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Second down.
Scanning the field, it's Basco. Feeling some heat. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Caught near the sticks. It's Kennedy. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal! Now, that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
He's got it down the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The shot that clears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Carolina, 10. Georgia State, 7.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. On the run, it's Murray. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Chanticleers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They'll try to run for it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year, how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Murray. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Got his man on the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Snowed under by the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Offense set on first down. To the air, it's Vasco. Works the middle of the field. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Coastal Carolina, 13. Georgia State, 7.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He got it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off play action on first down. Complete to the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The shot that clears in the hurry-up. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the shot that clears get enough to move the chains. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He wants to throw. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Second down coming up.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in the showdown between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Here's how it went down. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
3rd down coming.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Shot that clears, send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Velez. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got the lead here. It's between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think
Time to take a shot. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking up the football, going up and making the INT.
Second down.
To the air, it's Basco. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Panther! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo.
this is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Vasco. He's got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Chanticleers are on the move.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He now has 61 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. To the air on first down. It's caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They want that clock to run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the... First and goal. Quarterback will audible. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground games.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Holds it in on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Defense playing a bail technique. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of